Hello there and welcome back to Satisfactory. Yes, we're back on Satisfactory once again, going to be continuing our single player playthrough. Yes. But first, it is a Monday, so hopefully y'all had yourselves a great weekend, as well as hopefully you had yourselves a great holiday season as well. Whatever you ended up celebrating. Hopefully it was good. And if you didn't celebrate anything, hopefully you had yourselves a good day. Just whatever it is. But also, since it is Monday, I would like to thank and welcome all of the newest subscribers that we had gained over the channel over the last week and over the weekend. You guys are awesome. Thank you and welcome. And also thank you to the people who have stuck with me this far. You guys are also awesome. It's always great to see that, we got new people coming in and we got people that are sticking with it. I know some of my content can sometimes be not the best, I'm trying, though. I am trying. And hopefully we'll have something new for the next year. We'll see what happens. Because that's kind of based on if I can get the money together or not. That's a little bit different. So, anyway. So, since we're back here, we're going to be doing a few little things. Don't worry, we won't be doing any Christmassy Fixmas stuff because we are done with the calendar. See if I try to type in like the number 26 here. Number 26 does not exist. Because I spent forever looking for it, and I was like, I'm not seeing a 27, a 28, a 29. Yeah, I'm not seeing any numbers other than 25, anything past 25. So, yeah, that's just how it goes. A little loud there. So, for those who are interested, this is the Christmas factory that we ended up making, the Fixmas factory. Merry Fixmas, everyone. Fixmas is pretty much over, obviously. We have everything that is to be made with the Fixmas factory has been made. We have all the stuff, all the dimensional depots up here for all the stuff, all the decorations. Before the middle of January, we will be making a new Fixmas factory. Obviously, this is pathetic. Obviously, I just wanted to get all the stuff done. And then once we got the chance, then I was going to go ahead and work on getting new stuff done. But yeah, the factory's completely blocked up. Everything that can be made with the machine has been made with the machine as far as the Fixmas factory goes, and stuff like that too. So, also one of the other things that I wanted to kind of talk about, I guess. Now we did with Boostroid, we did go out and collect more of the Summer Spheres and hard drives. We actually look up here in the hard drive section. We have 28 hard drives waiting to be used, and the reason we have 28 is because we have no more recipes at the current moment. Now we can probably unlock some more if we were to go into tier 8 here, like aeronautical engineering. We could select that milestone because we could probably work on that here very shortly. So get stupid Flem, get the drones unlocked. I'm still kind of sick. I'm pretty much over the sickness now, but yeah. So one of the things I wanted to kind of address here was a duplication glitch that has been left in the game that was discovered by us last week over on the. Well, it wasn't discovered by us. It was, discovered last week, I believe. Was it last week or was it the week before? Might have been last week. That's the duplication glitch that the devs have left in, and I'll show you how to do that. Now, when it comes to one of these types of things, obviously you can duplicate anything with the game without a glitch by using the summer sloops inside of a machine. You just basically, whatever material comes in, you don't need the same amount of material, and you can produce twice as much, essentially, so by using a summer slooped machine. However, summer sloops are very, very limited, so I guess one of the things you would duplicate from there is like summer sloops and mercer spheres. And like I said, I didn't go super crazy with it or anything like that, so don't worry. And I'm not going to be like duplicating things that like I'm not going to go in and duplicate phase 4 items. Those things are going to be built by via factory only, and anything else as well. It's going to be done via factory only anyway, so because that type of stuff. But being as summer soups are very limited, if we go into the search, here we go, dimensional depot, we can look at this. You can see Now you're probably thinking, that's not that many summer sloops. You know, there's that many on the map, right? No, there's actually less than, is it less than 100? I think there's less than 100, or there's at least 100, or just over 100 or so. I don't remember how many summer sloops are actually on the map itself, but we are almost done collecting it, by the way. As you can see, we got almost all to the grasslands. We got the um, we got this crater right here that's full of mushrooms. We've got all of the kind of cliffs over here. Got all that done, and we've got the purple forest, which is right here. That kind of purpley leafy forest. I forget what it's called, but yeah, it's like a purple forest. It's like a kind of an intermediary biome between the grasslands and here. And we got that all cleared out. Now all that's left is the grasslands. So we'll be doing that next weekend. Finishing collecting all the summer sloops, submersible spheres, and hard drives on the entire map. We're almost done. Grasslands is all that's left. But yeah, let me show you how to do that. Okay. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to go into your awesome shop here. You're going to need tickets. I don't have any tickets on me because I've already purchased it, so it doesn't matter. But you're going to need tickets. You're going to need to purchase the Fix-It Factory cart. And once you have the Fix-It Factory cart, if you don't know how to craft that, what you're going to do is you're going to go over here. And you're going to go over to the workshop. Go over to the workshop, grab yourselves a Fix-It Factory cart. Go ahead and craft that. This is just like the kind of portable miners, I guess you could say. Get the portable miners. Get them, or just like the portable miners, you craft the Fix-It Factory cart. Go ahead and put it in your hand. Whoops. Sorry, there goes the music. Yep. My bad. Yep. And then you're just going to go over to somewhere, doesn't matter where. And we're going to throw it on this Fix-It Factory cart. And this is a very interesting duplication glitch. Very, very interesting. Don't know how it happened or why it is, but yeah, you put down yourself a Fix-It Factory cart. Very beautiful. Now you're going to notice that this Fix-It Factory cart doesn't have inventory or anything like that, so that's kind of weird. Why would you use it for duplication? Well, actually it does. If you look at the instructions back here with your icon, see how the icon changes? See, there's a wheel, and then there's a hand and a wrench. There's a wheel, hand, and a wrench. Okay, so you go to the instructions portion right here, you hit enter, and this one has an inventory slot. Now, this inventory slot is very, very special. So the other thing is when you go to remove a Fix-It Factory cart with the F key, you can see what you're going to get back. Fix-It Factory cart, you know, that's all we're going to get back. You can see in the little icon, the dismantle mode. That's all we're going to get back. Now, interestingly, if we go over here to Summer Sloops, you know, we're going to take out a stack, but I'm going to split it, just so it doesn't do that yet. Yeah, if we go into here and we put in, say 25 Summer Sloops. There's 25 Summer Sloops in that. However, if I go to remove this Fix-It Factory cart, there's 50 in there. Wait a minute, but there's 25, but there's 50. Huh? That's weird. We got to remove that. And now, as you can see, we have over a stack. We have a stack and a half now. And this works the same with stacks as well. You may think, you know, what happens when you use it with stacks. Well, down the Fix-It Factory cart again. You could do this as many times as you like. It's infinitely repeatable, and you could put down as many Fix-It Factory carts as you like if you want to go really crazy with it. So a full stack, as you can see, a full stack of Summer Sloops is 50. We're going to put a 50 in there. Now, even though there's only one slot in here, I go to hit the F key, there's 100 in there, actually. There's not 50, there's 100. So, yeah, and now you can see how this can get very out of hand very fast. We'll just go ahead and upload those, so, yeah. Because, in this game, stupid Flim, in this game, it does it, like, duplicating items that you need for, say, like tiers and phases and stuff like that. It kind of ruins the game, in my opinion. It ruins the game of making factories. Like, what's the point of making a factory if all you have, like, you get one nuclear pasta, right? Then you take that nuclear pasta and then you just duplicate it to fill up and complete phase 4. Like, that kind of ruins the whole factory portion of it. Same with, like aluminum sheets. If I wanted to do the aluminum sheets, you know, I could definitely duplicate the aluminum sheets. I have a million aluminum sheets, but yeah, like I said, I'm not going to use it to duplicate any of that. It was just for summer slopes essentially. So, because Mercer spheres, there's like 200 some Mercer spheres on the map, but there was only like 60. Jeez, I can't remember now. I will have to go look it up. But yeah, there wasn't that many. Maybe it was 100 and some Mercer spheres or summer slopes, and then there's like 3 or 4, however many Mercers. Like we have more, like the Mercer spheres I have not duplicated at all, and we have 40 in here, which that's a stack apparently. Oh no, 50 is a stack. Yeah. Yeah, if we look at our Mercer spheres is full, but this is only because well then, I'll just put these in here. Hold on. Yeah, can't upload anymore. That's fine. I'll just put those in there. Yeah, the Mercer spheres aren't really needed to be duplicated because there's so many. But the summer sloops, I'm gonna let that one slide. Like I said, I'm not gonna use it to duplicate anything else, because we have tons of stuff. Now this is I think this came with the most recent like winter update that they did, because it wasn't discovered until most recently. And when I say we discovered it, I meant we as a community had discovered a bug. Not this community specifically, the Satisfactory community had discovered it. So, and since the devs are on break, well, that's probably not going to be fixed for a while. So, if you're going to go duplication crazy, best do it now before they get back from holiday, and start fixing stuff. Oh, and this also works for equipment too, which is hilarious. It makes no sense why it works, but it works. So yeah, you just do your thing with your Fix It Factory cart. Hit E to enter, E to enter the inventory, and then let's say I want another one of these. What are they called? I don't even remember. But yeah, now all of a sudden there's 2 in there. Now I have 2 of them. Why you would need 2 of them on a single player game, I have no idea. But now I have 2 of them. Oh, that does make me wonder. Oh, I wonder. I haven't tried this out yet. Why haven't I tried this out yet? This is. Oh, this is ridiculous. Hold on. Can we use it? Can we use Fix It Factory cards to duplicate Fix It Factory cards? Just because. Oh, if you're wondering why my color's all weird, is because of the Christmas thing. I have my character colored to the Christmas theme, because it was Fixmas. Yeah, I'm gonna get. You can use it to duplicate Fix It Factory cards. Okay, enough of that nonsense. Let's get back to the actual reason why we're here today. Of course, need that. The reason we're here is to finish our aluminum factory. So if you weren't here last week, now getting to the actual, like I said, the actual episode. If you weren't here last week, we had finished a certain portion of the aluminum factory. We're actually making aluminum scrap now. And that's the only portion we got to, because it took me over 6 hours to actually do all of the logistics, which is hilarious. Just absolutely hilarious. Oh, and if you guys are too upset over the whole duplication thing, obviously we can just I don't know if we can sink summer sloops, but if we can't, then we can obviously just throw them away in a box. We'll find a hole somewhere and put them in a little storage bin off around the map somewhere. If it's too much of a bother, but. Yeah, like I said, it's not any kind of real cheating necessarily, in my opinion, just because it's a glitch left in by the developers just accidentally. There's our aluminum factory, man. You used to be able not to be able to see that very. You could see a little bit of it as you went by, but yeah, look how big that is. That's a big aluminum factory. I love it. I love being able to see my buildings in the distance. Really cool. But yeah, so developers left it in, so yeah, use it to your to your will. Like I said, I'm putting restrictions on mine because then that kind of ruins the gameplay. So ruins the whole gameplay loop if you're just duplicating everything. Like I said, summer soups is the only thing, and I probably won't ever use those. I might throw them in a few machines here and there, but I'm not gonna be too bothered. About using them crazily or anything. Obviously, we really could. We could definitely. We could essentially duplicate the entire, not duplicate, but we could essentially double the production of this aluminum factory. But like I said, again, that's kind of no fun. We could just do that. So it ruins the gameplay experience, at least in my opinion. For me personally, in my own personal game. So yeah, I've limited myself to summer sloops. If I want to do Mercer Spheres, sure. There's no real reason to, though. But yeah, just limit it to summer sloops, and then limiting that even further to only to what I need. What I absolutely have to have. Okay. But, this building's so big I can't even use my jetpack to get to the top of it. I gotta use the little ledges that I've put down. It just keeps going. This is the absolute top, though. I can't even get up there. Actually, no, this is not the absolute top. There's another level, isn't there? Can I not get to the top of this thing? What the heck? Anyway, I didn't wait long enough. There we go. Spammy. My spacebar. Getting all the use. Oh yeah, this factory is having some issues, by the way. Oh, it is really having issues today, isn't it? Yeah, my bauxite is not... you remember how we're not producing enough bauxite? Yeah, we're having issues with that. More than likely, so we'll go test, or we'll go check it out. But yeah, so this is the very top of the building. This is going to have the ultimate roof on top of it, so the very top roof on top of that, so yeah. Then, of course, we go down the circular staircase, the spiral staircase, down to our very first level. This is where we got to on Friday, that we've got all of this running. Are these just out of bauxite? Yeah, okay. So that one's out of bauxite. Are these out of bauxite as well? Oh, they are out of bauxite. Okay. Yeah, we're just not bringing in enough bauxite. That is a major issue. I did have to do some rebalancing on one of the trains. And also, these are running out of coal as well, which is kind of sad. I may have to shut it down. Let the stock build up again. Because we're ruining our loop here. Yeah, let's just go ahead and shut her. Let's shut her down. Let everything build back up again. There we go. We also need to go out and... what was the power on that? We also need to go out and upgrade all of our miners to Mark V builds as well. We have... I did upload most of my aluminum sheets. Let's see. Yeah, so the floor we're going to be working on next is going to be copper and aluminum. Getting that done. And I say that that's probably all we're going to be able to get done today. And I say that, you're just like, well, that's not, that's not very much. You still got to do logistics floors for the other stuff as well. It's like, yeah, but not today. you realize how many smelters are here, right? It's so many. It's not complicated or anything like that as far as the logistics floors, but it is definitely tedious. I mean, look at all these floor holes. They're everywhere. That's not even to mention it, because if you take your... What was it? Well, we got to go down to the train station anyway, so... Yeah, then we got this logistics floor, which is all the assemblers. Doing the aluminum sheets and aluminum casings, and then I got to put down a sink, or a couple of sinks probably. Put down a couple of sinks so that when the train stations get full, we can start sinking that. those two products. Yeah, our coal is empty. Bauxite is pretty much empty. Jeez. Look at this. Train station is completely empty of bauxite. Just about. Okay, if we want to think about this, it's actually 79. 79 plus 34. What? Hold on. 79 plus 34. 113. 113 times 2. 226 floor holes are up there. Alright. Yeah, that's a lot. So we'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, let me go around. I need to upgrade all of these belts to Mark V for the bauxite and the coal. That'll definitely help. Because we're only doing 480 belts at the moment. And there's a lot of peer nodes out here that are only doing 480 because of that. So yeah, let's go. I'll go upgrade those belts and we'll meet back here, I think. Just real quick. Alrighty, and there's the bauxite done. So now that we got everything up to Mark 5 underneath here. Yeah, that all looks good. If the belts are painted before, they're not anymore because I upgraded them all. We're running at pretty much full speed, so basically what I've done is I've taken this this belt right here is 350, even though we're on a Mark 5 belt. It's 350 and we've split it between the two. That's right. Yep, got it split between the two. So it splits here and then the other half of it goes here. So we take 600 coming from that mine and that mine up the hill there. We take that 600 and then plus, instead of plus 300, it'd be plus 150 because we're getting half of each. So yeah, everything's looking good here. Alright, now I just got to do the coal, which is just over there, which, yeah. Oh, there we go, finally ran the miners out, because, yeah, it was, we're mining 600, but we're only pumping out 480 because of the Mark 5 belt, or the Mark 4 belt. But now we're on Mark 5 belts now, with that one. I just have to keep buying aluminum sheets, so that I can get my, what do you call it? Get my numbers that I need. Yeah, this is all also Mark IV, all the coal coming up here. So, yep, gotta upgrade all this too, from down there and over there, all the way up to over there. Alrighty, now we have coal finally upgraded to maximum sheets, maximum aluminum sheets, maximum belt speed. You can see how fast everything's moving now with the Mark Vs. I say maximum belt speed, it's no longer the maximum anymore. Let's see, is this train full? That is the question. Is the train full? Let's see if it loads up any more coal. If it does, then we could be like, we're good. Nope. One car was partially empty. Again, I wish we could have smart mergers. That would be a really good addition to the game. Is to have a merger to where I want it to feed from the miner first, and then once the miner runs out, which this top belt is only 300, then it'll merge with this one, so it's not just trying to merge everything. So now that train's almost completely full now, so that's not bad. Alright, off she goes. Yeah, we definitely need to bring in some more bauxite, but we'll worry about that another day, I think. We just want to get more progress on the aluminum factory, and we've already went over half the episode length, so let's go ahead and get to it, huh? Get over there and see what we can do. Okay, so now that we're back over here, I went ahead and upgraded the copper mine as well, the copper and iron mine that we have way over here. So the 2 copper mines, or 3 copper mines, I think there was there 3 or was there 2? No, there's only 2, and then there's 4 iron mines. I upgraded that whole system to be Mark V as well. Just kind of getting rid of all of my encased industrial beams. I also bought some more aluminum sheets as well, bought a whole crap load of them with some of our tickets, so yeah, we'll let that sink. We can go ahead and turn back on our factory now because everything's backed up. It didn't take long to back up once all the belts were upgraded. Once all the belts were upgraded, then it was just like, oh, okay. Alright, so alumina solution. We need alumina solution to back up first before we turn on the aluminum scrap again. Because we got to fill those aluminums. Some of the aluminum solution pipes were completely empty, so yeah, we'll let this run until, oh, well, immediately this one's out of bauxite. Or it's full. Never mind. Oh, that was quick. Okay. Still running. Okay, now it's now stopped. Let all these run. Some of these have been empty for a little bit, but then again, the pipe from here to the from this machine to that machine is very, very short, so it's not like it's a big deal. Alrighty then, aluminum scrap. Now, aluminum scrap shouldn't have any issues with coal anymore, because now we're actually bringing in the amount of coal we needed. Some of those coal mines were 600, and again, we were doing 480, so with the Mark IV belt. So now that we put Mark Vs on it, we shouldn't have any issue keeping up, because we're actually bringing in more coal than we need. Alright, with this massive, crazy system. Is all built out of Mark V as well, by the way, so no issues there. And as well as the pipes built out of Mark II, which is 600. Okay, so now to get all these machines online. The first thing I think we should focus on is definitely the copper, because the copper is all kind of in one spot. I just need to figure out how much copper I need, how much copper ore I need. Which will tell me how much belt I need, so yeah, we need to do that math, and then we'll figure out how to bring, well, we don't need to figure out exactly how to bring it up here, because we can just bring it up here. We will be bringing it up from this corner over here. Of course, not into this area, it's going to be in the floor below, but yeah, so all of our coal that's coming up this way, yeah, we're going to be bringing in copper along with that, because the copper station is right underneath the logistics floor, so let's figure out how much copper we need. Alrighty then, so all we need is 2 belts. 2 belts worth of copper. I think I painted this correctly. I don't remember. Waiting on the coal train to unload. Yeah, the only problem is if that coal train ever fully unloads, yeah, I might have to fix that as well, like I did over there. So basically I just pulled this to here, was it? Or no, it's to here. And 5. So we need to stack it. Okay. So basically the way these work is they'll fill the machine first which is the forward output, and then the left output is overflow. So if there's overflow, we can send overflow this way. And then we'll bring that over to there. Bring that over to there. So right there, 1, 2. I think we need to put mergers in here because eventually we're probably going to be taking from this. Well, I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. So just do that. Like, yeah, I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. So that way we're constantly filling to the front of the train. Now you may think, well, this is a loop. It ain't gonna matter. It's like, well, actually it will matter because we're actually using smart splitters in order to make it happen a little more easily. Because since we're filling the train all the way to the rear of these trains, the problem comes with that comes with a little bit of an issue if you're not really bringing in enough to keep the train stations full constantly. Like, it's not filling up fast enough. Yeah, we'll end up running out at some point. But yeah, basically, if these machines are not full... This one's not even working. It's going in... Yeah, the belt's completely empty. Is this train station completely empty now? It is, yep, see? Exactly what I was talking about. I might have to put a second coal train down, because this is not fast enough. But, yeah, basically, at least we're filling. Materials. Color. This is black and blue. But yeah, at least we're trying to unload to the train stations up here. Yeah, that is the major issue. Okay, we'll just fix this real quick. What I might do, since this train station's completely full, these are set to the same. Put a couple mergers in here like we done with the bauxite. Conveyor merger. There we go. Let's see how much this one fills if the train station's... If this train is completely full each time it comes back, then I'll put a second train on it. If not, then it's just not filling up fast enough. And then given the margin of error here, or the... I say margin of error, that's what it's called, I guess, but given the margin of... actually... 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so the train is coming back full. Alright, yeah, we'll put a second coal train on this. Because, yeah, it always fills up the rear car, but then this ends up running out before it can fill. Now, luckily, it looks like it is staying full. Like, it's not emptying, which is good. That's what we want. We don't want these to empty. Now this one's going to empty, of course, because it just goes this way. And this one is slowly emptying as well. But yeah, that very front train station needs to stay full, at least somewhat full, in order to keep things moving. Same with this one, so that's why this system works as well. is it tries to keep that front train car full. Because every time these train stations are having to load, there's a small window where the bauxite, or like the bauxite and the coal, are not being used, or not being sent up. So you end up with this issue of empty belts. However, that is fixed very quickly. As you can see, it's already back to full. That's because our belts are so long that by the time the train station gets unloaded, that belt hasn't emptied into the machine completely yet. It hasn't completely emptied itself out up to the machine. So then, yeah, the bauxite gets up there pretty darn quickly. So, yeah, we're still not bringing in enough bauxite, but the amount of coal we needed was 1556, and we're bringing in more than that. I think we're bringing in... how much coal are we bringing in, to be honest? Okay, so we're bringing in 600, 1200. So 1200, 13, 14, 15, 1650. We're bringing in 1650. We probably should bring in a little more, to be honest with you, just based on the distance, but yeah, as long as these are staying full, man, and we're not emptying out completely, because we need to use up this, because this is the end station. So hopefully that keeps things balanced, keeps it all balanced out. So anyway, now we can get back to our logistics. So I got to bring the copper up there. Ugh. Alrighty then, now for the fun part. So I've got my copper coming up here, and we're on the level, the logistics level of this entire system. So, and seems like the bauxite and the copper, or the bauxite, the copper, but the bauxite and the coal, hopefully the copper as well. But yeah, the bauxite and the coal seem to be keeping up. The bauxite not as much, obviously, because we're not bringing in enough of it. But that is okay. So now I just got to figure out which one of these machines is actually copper ingots. And, okay, so these ones are copper ingots. How am I going to know which ones are copper ingots? So these are all copper. I could paint the floor. That's actually a really good idea. Yeah, let's, not with that. Let's, no, cancel. Let's paint it with this. Okay. So I know which one's the copper ore. Yeah, we don't have to paint it all. And good thing it doesn't cost anything. Yeah. This way I know which floor holes are copper, where the copper ore needs to go into. And then of course this one, this set here as well. And I figure if we get this set up, it should be a little easier for the aluminum scrap going into the aluminum ingots, using that nice, amazing, pure aluminum ingot recipe. And these ones are just regular copper, so yeah, the copper. Then we bring the copper and the aluminum ingots together to make aluminum sheets and aluminum casings using that outclad aluminum casings recipe as well. So yeah, definitely not going to get it done today, but we can definitely, hopefully, have some of the smelting stuff done. Ugh. I know I keep going, ugh. It's just because it's tedious. It's extremely tedious. Extremely tedious work, so it's just like, but if I get the copper ingots completely done, to at least going down to the floor below, to start going into the aluminum sheets and aluminum casings, then we can work on the aluminum ingots and aluminum scrap belts, and those will be much easier. We'll probably get to those tomorrow, because I know we're running out of time for this episode, but yeah, so now we need to turn these two belts into 3 lines. Essentially, we need to split this up. so that our aluminum ore, if our aluminum ore can feed this whole entire line, then we can leave the other aluminum ore just feed those. That would be much simpler. And we do have to be careful of the aluminum scrap as well. But yeah, if we get it to feed all these, I don't know if it is going to feed all these though. It might not. We might get it to feed up to here and then have that other belt like make its way over here somehow. I'll have to have a think on that. I'll do some crunch some numbers and see if see what kind, because we only have 2 belts. We got to split that up between all this. So, well, I guess we got to figure it out. Okay, then I know we're getting really close to the end of our episode, so I'll make this a little bit quick. So I got the copper ingots being made with our copper ore. I just kind of brought up the 2 belts and then did the math that one line could handle both. So yeah, could handle this line going all the way down plus this line going all the way down as well. So I just kind of doubled up on these with the splitters and made that work. So basically, yeah, once those come up there and they go up there, then oh, I haven't actually finished this. I thought guess I'm getting tired. Let's go ahead and merge all these. Okay, so then at the end here, this is what I've kind of done, is we got 345 for aluminum sheets. We only need 340, but I'm okay with having that extra 5 there, because if I took an extra machine, so you remember the 4 machines, the ones that have 75 each, because we couldn't fit all 34 smelters in here. So we overclocked these 4 that were kind of just right next to the staircase for copper ingots. Those were 75 apiece. So we take that 75 times 4, that's 300, but that's not enough because we need 10 copper ingots for the aluminum sheets. We need 10 per machine, and there's 34, so 34 machines. We take that 34 times 10, that's 340, so we needed an extra 40, so only 1 machine, maybe 2 machines, which would have been a little too much in my opinion. So I took this extra one and I just kind of threw one overclocking core in it, or one power shard, whatever you want to say, and then that brought it to from making 30 to making 40 or 45. So then we just merged all those. So I got this one merging into here, and then these 4, these 2 merge up to these 2, and then we've got our aluminum sheets. Now we got 690 for aluminum casings. Aluminum casings, I believe, were 100 and... Was it 150? 150 times 9? No, that's too much. It was... I believe it was 75 times 9. Yeah, I think that's what it was. It was 75 times 9, which was 675, and then I didn't overclock any of these, but we ended up with 690, because if you take your 30, and you take that times... because we can't do it times 8... we had to do it times 7, but then we take that 7, 14, and then 21, so 30 times 21, that's 630. Then we got 2 extra machines for that, so 60, so they take that 630 plus 60, and there's your 690, so yeah, we're doing slightly more, quite a bit more actually on that one, but that's fine. We're bringing in more than enough copper to do this, so I am just fine with that. So we'll just make a little bit extra copper, and that'll just make sure everything stays full. So yeah, and then we just got to bring those down to our assemblers that are right below us. So, but what we're gonna do is we're not gonna bring it down to this floor to our assemblers directly. We're going to bring it to the floor below the assemblers, and then we're going to then split that between each machine from there. So that works there, and then likewise with the aluminum casing. So aluminum sheets and aluminum casings, as far as copper goes, that is now covered. Now, unfortunately, we are running out of time for our episode. We're right at the end mark, pretty much. So we're going to go ahead and leave it here. So next time we'll do the aluminum scrap. The aluminum scrap is going to be a lot harder to do because if you take your aluminum scrap, which was 79 smelters, which need 60 each. So we take that 60 times 79. We need 4,740 aluminum scrap per minute to feed, and we need to figure out how we're going to feed all these and stuff like that. We're going to try to feed it as little as possible, as much as possible per belt, so that we don't have to do super crazy balancing. I'm going to try and balance it a little bit so that we can have some even more even lines, but yeah, I don't think that's going to really work. And then, yeah, getting all the aluminum scrap from the factories up there that are above us. So if we actually go above us just real quick to the next floor up, this is our crazy floor. We have the aluminum scrap coming out. As you can see, what's happening here is the aluminum scrap is coming out and then it's going into these. Each one of these machines, I believe, produces 360. So yeah, that's going to be a bit of a problem. And then, yeah, so it feeds the machines first, and then it feeds the sink. But it has to feed the sink. It has to continue working. This system can never stop. As far as it can never block up with water, and it can never block up with aluminum solution. It has to stay at a constant rate. So no aluminum scrap either. Can't block up with aluminum scrap. I mean, it could block up with aluminum solution. That's fine, just as long as the machines are still using it. But the aluminum scrap in the water has to be on a constant move for this loop system to actually function correctly. So that is why we have to constantly be sinking the aluminum scrap. So that's exactly what's happening here. In order for that system to work properly, it has to be constantly sinking, because it's in a feedback system where most of our water comes from the aluminum scrap process to then be turned into alumina solution. So it feeds back, and then the main water source, which is these lower pipes here, these ones are all on a valve, which are capped. These ones should be capped at 80. They do go a little bit above and a little bit below, but as long as they stay capped, they should be good. I think it's a soft cap, to be honest. I think if it needs to pull a little more, it will. It will pull past. It's not an exact science, but yeah, that's pretty much that. So like I said, that is going to be it for this episode of Satisfactory. So next time we'll do the aluminum scrap into aluminum ingots, and then if we have enough time, we'll pull the aluminum ingots and the copper ingots, and then put those towards making our aluminum sheets and aluminum casings. But yeah, it looks like this might take till the middle of the week to get finished. I was hoping to have it done today, but with 79 smelters plus the 34, that's 113 smelters. I did that math earlier. No, I didn't just do it in my head. I did it earlier. But 113 smelters, trying to get all that set up all in one 45-minute span, where I spend, several hours. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. So did we sink all these? We did. I'll take those tickets. Thank you very much. Let's go pick this up. No longer need that. That was just sinking those encased industrial beams that we ended up with when replacing from Mark IV to Mark V. So, but anyway, like I said, that is going to be it. So I do hope you enjoyed. Oh, and before you go, I would like to give a huge shout out and thank you to all of the investors you can see here. Seriously, thank you. You guys are awesome. It is much appreciated. And until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.